Emotions spilled. It's been more than 30 years since Teamster leader Jimmy Hoffa disappeared. The FBI believes Hoffa was murdered by the mob, but no one has been able to find his body. So where is it? The I-Team's George Knapp is here with new information that might finally answer the question. It's a trail that may end here in Las Vegas.
In a sense, yes. You could say the murder of Jimmy Hoffa began and ended in Las Vegas. Hoffa was killed because of mob activities on the Strip, and it's likely the only person still alive with direct knowledge of Hoffa's death is someone who lives right here, right now. People have been digging around for Jimmy Hoffa's body for a long time. There's a good reason they haven't found it.
Left has been stated publicly that I am controlled by gangsters. I am not controlled by them.
Jimmy Hoffa wasn't controlled by gangsters, but he certainly was beholden to the mob, which had helped him land the Teamsters presidency in the first place. Hoffa's successor, Frank Fitzsimmons, was under mafia control, according to lawmen, and did what he was told, especially regarding loans to Las Vegas casinos. Hoffa was a threat to that arrangement. In July 1975, he vanished forever.
Everyone was sure organized crime did it, and everyone was sure he was dead. I mean, he hadn't just disappeared or gone to a monastery. So
Stan Hunterton and everyone else in the Detroit Strike Office were galvanized by Hoffa's Vanishing Act. Within a few months, the FBI had compiled the Hoffex Memo, a list of 9 solid suspects. They knew Hoffa had gone to this restaurant and was picked up in this car, supposedly to attend a meeting with mafia figures Tony Giacalone and Tony Provenzano. But that's where the trail grew cold. In the ensuing decades, there have been many unsuccessful searches for Hoffa's remains, including a massive dig at a Michigan farm this summer. All manner of rumors have surfaced about the body being under Giant Stadium or in a swamp or chopped up into dog food. No one knew for sure except the killers.
The Hoffa was, if you have to know, Jimmy, was no weak man.
Frank the Irishman Sheeran was a Teamster official, Hoffa confidant, and mafia hitman. Near the end of his life, as he was dying of cancer, he confessed to his longtime lawyer, Charles Brandt, that it was he who gunned down Hoffa at this house in Detroit.
How many shots were fired at Jimmy?
2.
You were the shooter.
That's right.
Brandt wrote this book based on Sheeran's confession. Forensic evidence taken from the car and from the house support Sheeran's version, which has convinced Hunterton and others that Sheeran probably did it. The FBI always had him listed as a prime suspect and has tried to get him to talk.
If he squeezed the Charmin in the supermarket, they'd have arrested him. And they hounded him. And they got him, and they sent him to jail for labor racketeering for 32 years.
But the only person Sheeran talked to was Brandt, literally a deathbed confession. So what happened to Hoffa's body?
They took the body to the incinerator.
Okay, and that was a funeral parlor?
Funeral parlor, yeah. Oh, Jimmy was put into the incinerator.
Cremated.
According to Sheeran, 2 other men were waiting inside the house for Hoffa. They were cleaners, Sheeran said, assigned to handle the scene and the body.
What happens to the blood in the house?
They have to clean up, guys, to clean themselves. They had to make sure everything's okay. They didn't wipe down at all.
Sheeran identified the cleaners as brothers Tom and Steve Andretta. Those same names are listed among the FBI's original suspects. Hoffa's body was bagged and whisked to a mortuary that was less than 2 minutes' drive from the house. It was immediately cremated.
How incredibly easy it would have been in 1975 to illegally dispose of a body in one of those ovens. In a cremation box that's never opened, it's sealed. It's put in the oven, an hour later it's gone. An hour later, all trace of Hoffa is gone. His jewelry is dust.
He was buried in the ground here to found him. It wasn't found, but there was nothing left but dust.
As for the alleged cleaners, both served prison time following Hoffa's death. Steve Andretta died a few years ago. His brother Tommy, now 68, lives in Las Vegas in a quiet neighborhood. The I-Team sent a request for an interview but received no response. Is this the final word on the Hoffa mystery? Probably not, but those who know the case well say all the pieces fit.
it may not have happened exactly that way, but I think that's the gist of it.
While no one was ever convicted for the Hoffa murder, the Justice Department prosecuted more than 30 mob figures for other crimes uncovered during the Hoffa investigation. Basically, everyone linked to the case did time for one crime or another, including Frank Sheeran and Las Vegan Tommy Andretta. On our website, LasVegasNow.com, we have several links and some documents from this case. And of course, because there's no body, you know, people are always going to believe what they want to believe. Some people even believe he's still alive, hiding in Brazil.
There's always stories.